Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be doing some more resistance training or weight training depending on how you want to talk it. I'll be calling it resistance training just because, weight training, weight loss, it kind of gets a little confusing. So we're going to be doing some resistance training again today, though with an added caveat of we're adding one more exercise to it. And if you couldn't tell by the title and or thumbnail, we're going to be adding squats at the end of it because I feel like squats are just one of the better leg specific or lower body specific training things we can do, or I can do specifically as well. But I mean, you could do it also at home as well, considering I'm doing it at home as well. And while it is a good workout, it doesn't require a lot of setup. It doesn't require a lot of extra equipment other than weights themselves. As you can see, we'll be doing them with some weights as well. Not as much as we probably could do, but we're trying to ease ourselves into it and not totally destroy us because we're still doing all the other exercises first as well, with the bench press, the flies, the arm curls, and then the squats, which is going to be up to 4. And then the next time we do this, we're going to do 5. We're probably going to be doing something called the skull crushers because that's one of my more favorite ones as well. Though that one's on the bench, and the bench is harder for me to do, mostly because my headphones just constantly fall off, and I feel like the angle is still, it's while better, is not as good as I want it to be. So we're still going to be fandangling with the camera, though I do think it is much better. And another thing is, as you can tell, I'm doing a voiceover once again because while I did try to talk to the camera, I'm too far away, honestly. And while in the cardio videos, it's not that bad in terms of the audio quality, I have to basically yell at the camera, and I just don't want to do that, especially when I'm inside. I don't want to disturb too many people here. And especially when it's not that difficult to do a voiceover and talk about how the workouts are doing and stuff like that. So it's no big deal. Before we get more into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. We're going to be releasing these workout videos on Tuesdays. I'm also making shorts and a TikTok as well. So if you want to check out the TikTok or the shorts, please go over to the shorts tab on YouTube or the TikTok on my TikTok. And it is just called Jellyfit on TikTok as well. So with the overall training and how it went, I think I'm one getting better at counting and making, it's funny to say, but it's hard to count and do the training at the same time for some reason. I've always had trouble with keeping count, but I feel like I didn't miscount too many times this time. I am, at least if I do some extra, it's fine. I'm doing my best to not accidentally do under 10, which is the goal that we're going for. 10 reps of 3 sets, if I remember correctly, that's how you say it, with each exercise. So I think that is pretty going fairly well in terms of how we're doing it. Obviously, it could be better. Obviously, it's better to not just lose count. But, we're going from noob to hopefully veteran at this. So it is getting easier and better. One interesting thing is that even though I have been doing this 2 times a week, basically, the weight is still good enough for me. Like, I am not, like, it's still a struggle near the end, so it is still doing enough for me that it's still a challenge, which is interesting because I thought I would be needing heavier weights already, but it feels like because I'm only doing it 2 times a week, I'm not super overexerting myself when it comes to these exercises, and I'm not doing that many. I feel like that's helping as well, but it's still feeling like a workout. I'm still sweating, I'm still breathing deeply, still struggling with the weights near the end of it. And, well, I mean, honestly, near the end, in the middle as well, as you can tell that, I'm not like, beasting them out super fast. Even if we do it 2 times speed, I'm sure it's not that fast. So I think overall it is going well for all the exercises. And honestly, once we get to more exercises, I feel like after we do the skull crushers, I think we are going to do the bar next. That's the thing we're going to be doing. As you can tell, I'm already integrating more closely. It's easier for me to get with the camera angle for the actual bench press itself rather than just the dumbbells. So I think that's the next one we're going to be adding is the bar, which is going to be interesting because I haven't used the bar in a very long time. So that's going to be a learning experience. And honestly, I might just do the bar itself. I don't think I'm going to be adding weight to it because it's, if I remember correctly, it is 40 pounds and I'm only doing 12.5 on each of the dumbbells right now. So it's going to be a massive upgrade in terms of weight. I know I was saying we're just doing the weight, but I mean, I think the bar is like a good, better, not better, but like a more interesting standard to use, and we have it, and it might be easier for me to record as well. So I think we'll be introducing the bar next time we do a video on resistance training, even if it's not the first time. The first time in video, the next time will be in the doing the bar, because I am doing these not always recording. So just like the cardio stuff, where obviously I've walked more than twice because I've only done it twice on the channel. So I think that is probably what we're going to be adding next. But what we added this time is squats. And squats for me, obviously anything leg day is painful. And I'm sure going up and down the stairs is going to be very annoying. Whenever I do these squats, it already is. I'm recording this after I worked out, and going up those stairs was a interesting dilemma. So obviously it's working, and I'm sure tomorrow is going to be even worse. But I think the biggest deal is that during the workout, it was challenging but smooth sailing in that way. Like when I say smooth sailing, I'm not saying it was easy, but I'm saying that I think it was good enough for it to be a standard thing. And I didn't think squats were something I wasn't going to be able to do, but it is interesting to do something when it's recording. You can see how you're doing it, and I think the technique is fine. All my techniques I think are doing all right. Obviously there can be improvements with smoother motions, better tracking of the count, and obviously more exercising, which we're slowly doing and slowly incorporating as well. So hopefully this is going to be a good, better standard, I guess, because like the first resistance training was very bare bones, and I talked about how we were starting very low so we can gradually move up into something that I think would be very challenging to me, because obviously, I'm not a super weakling, so we could have started harder, but I wanted to gradually get into this because I feel like it'll be more interesting to see and a little more interesting for myself to do with this gradual introduction of more and more things. So overall, I think it's working for me because I do find it more interesting. I'm going to be also having a notebook of adding things, and we'll look at that maybe another time, because I haven't really decided how I'm going to write it down, and we'll figure it out. Maybe I do it on a video as well. We'll see. But overall, I think adding the squats was successful, and I think the next time we're doing the bar as well. So let's turn on the music and enjoy the rest of the workout. Goodbye, everyone.
To another flow. What you want? Tell me where to go, what to do. To another flow. What you want? Show me the signs. What you want? Show me the signs. Get it poppin', put it work. Tell me where to go, what to do. Get it poppin', put it
Here I go. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. Yeah.